got this started. Hang on. Is it going?
It's going. Okay, perfect.
Alrighty, thank you. Yeah, I call to order the regular council meeting of Wednesday, August 27th, 2025. I'd like to start this meeting off in a good way by acknowledging that we're gathered on the Treaty 8 First Nations territory in the long-standing presence of the elders and the ancestors of Treaty 8. And that through this acknowledgement, we extend recognition and respect to the BC Treaty 8 First Nations and all those who call the Peace Country home. I'd like to move on to item number 3, adoption of agenda. I recommend that the council adopts the August 27th, 2025 regular council meeting agenda. Can I get a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Whittle. Discussion? All those in favor? And that is carried. Okay. Moving on to item number 4, adoption of minutes. 4.1, I'd like to recommend that the council adopt the August 13th, 2025 Committee of the Whole meeting minutes as presented. Can I get a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Ravel. He beat you to it. Any discussion regarding those minutes? All those in favor? And that is carried. Moving on to item number 4.2, I'd like to recommend that council adopt the August 13th, 2025 special council meeting minutes as presented. Can I get a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Whittle. Thank you. Any discussion regarding those minutes? I'm going to call the question then. All those in favor? And that is carried. Item number 4.3, I'd like to recommend that council adopt the July 31st, 2025 special council meeting minutes as presented. Can I get a seconder?
Madam Chair, apologies. There was one typo, or a couple typos that we managed to catch. I could go through them if you'd like.
If you would like to for transparency,
yeah,
that'd be great.
Sorry about that. It's I think there's Council Wall and Council Whittle in one of the sections there. Just change that to Council Wall, Council Whittle. There's another AM PM mix up on the August 13th minutes that we'll clarify as well. And then there's a misspelling on the May 28th minutes of seconded. So small stuff, but just noting it for you.
Just little things that you're going to correct before they're officially adopted. Okay, I understand that. Any discussion regarding those corrections that were noted? Can I call the question then? All those in favor of adopting the July 31st, 2025 special council meeting minutes with the corrections? All those in favor? And that is carried. Moving on to 4.4, recommend that council adopts the July 23rd, 2025 regular council meeting minutes as presented. Can I get a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Whittle. Any discussion regarding those minutes? I'm going to call the question then. All those in favor? And that is carried. Moving on, 4.5. You're going to see some of these are a little older. I know. Yeah. We're just cleaning up a couple of things that needed to be officially adopted. So, moving on to 4.5. Recommend that council adopt the May 28th, 2025 regular council meeting minutes as presented. Can I get a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Whittle. Any discussion regarding these minutes? Councillor Ravel?
Just the technicality of kind of showing who's present or not. It's just a slightly altered format, right? It's missing that bit at the top of who's present. Is that something that could be added in?
Yeah. Is that's a regular meeting? Yeah, no. We could have staff go back on the video.
Add attendance.
And then add it in, yeah.
Yeah, just the standard kind of who's present.
Yeah.
May 28th.
May 28th, 2025.
Thank you.
Any other concerns or comments regarding the minutes? Okay, I'm going to call the question. All those in favor of adopting the May 28th, 2025 regular council meeting minutes with the addition of attendance? And that is carried. Wonderful, thank you very much. Moving on to 4.6, recommend that council adopts the April 22nd, 2025 regular council meeting minutes as presented. Can I get a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Whittle. Discussion regarding those minutes. Councillor Ravel?
As noted, I wasn't present. I don't think I was present for the previous one. But anyways, with this one, I wasn't present, so I can't certify that's a true and authentic depiction of the meeting minutes as I've previously done.
Okay.
So I'll have to vote in opposition.
Okay. All right. So what we will do is, I think we should defer then to the next regular council meeting held in September. What's the date of the next regular council meeting in September?
It's only the oldest meeting minutes of this group.
next regular is September 24th. Your worship.
September 24th. All right. So what we will do is I'll call the question on it and then we'll vote. It'll be defeated and then I'll make the motion to defer. Okay. All right. All those in favor of adopting the April 22nd, 2025 regular council meeting minutes as presented? All those opposed? Would you like the opposed noted?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
It's the one that's passed on the vote.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it passed? Never mind.
Because of quorum.
Oh yeah, counting is great. Cool. More coffee if needed, never
We
mind.
ran into this last time too.
We totally did.
Okay, so 2 out of 3.
It works out well. Thank you. Never mind. Alrighty. Okay, introduction of late items, there is none. Public hearings, none. So we move on to item number 7, delegation. The 7.1, we have Mr. Doonan here regarding the Hart Hotel and the property taxes for the property purchase at Taxdale. And they're just requesting to look into having their property taken out of commercial to residential or transferred to the PRD. But the building needs to be, and regarding the building removal. We can discuss this delegation on camera, but my concern is just a few of these things might get into some closed conversation. So I don't know if council would just like to kind of begin it and see how it goes in the open and then sort of go from there, or if they would like to move it directly into the closed. Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to hear Mr. Doonan's presentation anyway, because then as we can't discuss with them present anyway, we're going to discuss it on our own. So then after that, then we can, if needed, then make the motion and move it into closed.
Sounds good. All right, Mr. Doonan, the floor is yours.
Well, like we all know, we bought that land down there, and didn't really have many plans for it. Maybe grow a garden. It's up against my place. There is no access to it. We weren't ready for the cost. We paid, bought it at tax sale for basically $5,900, and to date we paid $7,500 in taxes and back taxes. And so we want our taxes like lowered. We want to put it into residential, or we've had permission from the regional district and the village that it'd be okay to take it out, but because that building's on there, we can't. Or they say we can't. We're tired of paying. We asked the village about going to residential taxes, and they come up with, we have to pay to get it surveyed. We have to pay, I don't know if it was $1,000 or a $1,500 fee, and we have to put up signs. Like, we paid enough. We're just done paying. And I think the village should get it surveyed, so everybody knows where the property line is. The village has more money than I do. I'd like to fence it, but I can't. I can't use the property because the building's there. I'm not against them running a fence around, so if we put a fence through between the properties and fence around the Hart a little ways, so I have my property still fenced. Maybe I can lease the village that little piece for the taxes or something until they resolve the issue with the building. That building could be still saved, and they could take that. I've been in construction all my life. They could take that lower half of the building that the line goes through, and they could remove that from the building. They still have the main old Hart Hotel that was the historic part of it anyway. And someone might even get I know people have tried to get a historic value on it, but they won't because it's been added on to it. If it was put back to basic, it ups their chances. But like right now, I know there's a lot of, you can't tear down a building because there's asbestos in it, but like the deck and everything on there right now, the sun deck out back on my property could be removed. It's a start. It wouldn't cost much. There's no asbestos, it's wood. You could even push it around on your property. It'd be a start for me. It's just something, because it's just sitting there. I don't know. That's about it.
So Mr. Doonan, out of curiosity, the property that you bought, your intent, the reason you want it out of the village is because you intend to amalgamate that into your existing property that you have.
And the taxes are lower.
Yeah. Amalgamate it all into one makes more sense to have one tax.
I know it's sort of a problem piece of property stuff there. Like
it's landlocked.
If it's in the village, where's my water and sewer and natural gas, and I'm paying $1,800 a year for a little piece of property.
Yeah, and it's currently zoned C1.
I know it takes time and stuff, but we're not Vancouver. I know there's a lot of laws and stuff, but we're in the north, and you work with me, I'll work with you, sort of thing. But another $1,800 next year and nothing done?
Yeah, because I know from our end of things, there's some liability issues with tearing down that portion of the deck and stuff.
Oh.
But while we navigate through that, you have no issue with temporary fencing on your property to, you know.
No, it's on there
public
now,
safety.
I was never asked about it, but I don't care. It's for a safety issue, and no one wants anybody getting hurt, but I know there was a meeting over there or something, but again, I wasn't involved. If there is any other meetings about it, I just wouldn't mind being there to hear it, just, because you don't hear anything, you start creating shit in your own head. And as far as the liability to move that deck, that's on my property, I'll move it. I can move it over, stack it up, you guys can haul it on.
And Mr. Junin, so have you received any letters or anything from the Peace River Regional District by chance?
Yes. That's my filing system.
No, that's fine.
I got one from Poos saying,
And can I see that one as well? See both letters at this time.
was this part of that?
Yes.
There's the one from Poos. Thank you.
Just her business card. If
I
Jackie
have
calls.
one from the district. I think, but
You're welcome to send it along. I think you can start, kinetics the file.
That's the one you sent to them,
this is the one we sent to.
and they said they couldn't do anything because the building was still on the property.
Okay.
But,
So it stopped there. They asked for a letter from.
but they saw no problem with it. They said anybody have a problem with it. They said, well,
And you-
banned and not.
You approached the Peace River Regional District
Yes.
in December
Yeah.
2024. And then I'm assuming that this was sort of brought forward to a meeting and then voted on, or there was a discussion.
Yes.
Yeah, so,
discussed it.
okay. Did we update, are you okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Mr. Holt, maybe running.
You don't mind?
Yeah, and then and then if you did receive a letter from the Peace River Regional District, you can forward that on. Yeah, that'd
So
be-
what happened, they went ahead and had their meeting, their monthly meeting, and they put it on hold because that building is still on our property,
Yeah,
and they can't move forward till that part is done, but they wanted it surveyed.
yes, okay,
So when I contacted Skylar,
yeah,
she had wrote me out that we needed to fill out an application for a zoning amendment. There's $1,000 administration fee, there was gonna be fees for surveyors. there's a
yeah,
whole
all that
bunch.
falls on the property owner.
And we were like, okay, hold on, that was never discussed when we bought it
Well,
in
the
property.
village being a property owner, do.
Yeah,
So the villages, like, when we bought it, like, who owns the Hardwick Town now? The village, right?
we own our part and then you own the other part.
Right, so,
Yeah,
Cause I could just get rid of my part. I don't have WCP looking down my back.
yes,
We, if you don't mind, I think we're getting pretty close to in-camera territory. I need it to, recess.
yeah, I do definitely have a few questions. I know that Councilor Whittle, it was talking about waiting, but I think it might be beneficial.
If you wish, or should you could move in-camera right
Yeah,
now?
no, I'm gonna make the recommendation that we move this conversation into close, so I can ask Mr. Dunan some more questions freely, and then we'll move it back in. Can I get a seconder? Seconded by Councilor Whittle. All those in favor?
Aye.
And that is unanimous and carried, so we're just gonna pop the doors closed.
Jimmy, if you'd be so kind, perhaps you can stop the recording.